Hello learners. Today we are starting with a new chapter, retirement planning. Before talking about retirement or retirement planning, let us talk about salary first. Why? Because from salary we are going to save a part for our retirement. So we should know what is salary and what are the components of salary. The first one is basic salary. When I'm talking about basic salary, it is nothing but the basic pay or remuneration which an employer gives to his employee for the service rendered. Okay, and that basic salary is fully taxable. उस पे पूरा tax लगता है. The next one is dearness allowance. Again, dearness allowance is a part of your salary which is fully taxable. Dearness allowance is provided to the employee to reduce the impact of inflation, and it is also provided to the employee for compensating to compensate for the rise in cost of living of an employee. Okay. The next one is house rent allowance. When an employee goes and goes and incurred expenses for renting a house, that expenses will be given by company, and this is known as house rent allowance. Okay. अगर एक एम्प्लॉय जाता है घर रेंट पे लेने के लिए, तो उसका जो भी रेंट होता है वो कौन देता है? कंपनी देता है. ठीक है. So इसको क्या बोलते हैं? हाउस रेंट अलाउंस. अगेन दैट हाउस रेंट अलाउंस, not full money is taxable. If it is 1600 per month, then it is tax exempted. If it exceeds 1600 per month, then that amount will be taxable. The next one is conveyance allowance. When I talk about conveyance allowance, it includes the traveling expenses. Okay, for example, I reside in Dadar, okay, and I have to travel daily to my company which is in Airoli. So that traveling expenses will be given from my company, and that expenses which company gives is nothing but your conveyance allowance. The next one is reimbursement. Reimbursement means अभी तुम पे कर लो, बाद में जब तुम्हारा ये सब हो जाएगा पेमेंट एंड ऑल, जो बिल आएगा वो तुम कंपनी को दो, कंपनी वो बिल देखकर पैसा तुम्हें दे देगा. दैट इज reimbursement. Reimbursement is done in medical, like you get medical reimbursement if you are ill, get a treatment, and then you pay there to the hospitals, and later on company will pay. That is medical reimbursement. You might have heard about telephone bills reimbursement. ओके, आजकल वाईफाई का भी मिलता है कि अगर आप वाईफाई लगा के यूज कर रहे हो घर पे ऑफिस के काम के लिए, तो उसका भी रीएम्बर्समेंट मिल जाता है. द नेक्स्ट वन इज रिटायरमेंट बेनिफिट्स. व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट रिटायरमेंट बेनिफिट्स, देयर आर टू मेन थिंग्स. फर्स्ट वन इज प्रोविडेंट फंड व्हिच सेज 12% of your basic salary, that is 12% of the basic salary of employees is been deducted as provident fund, and same amount is being taken from the employer and keep it aside. After the retirement of an employee, that fund is given to the employee. That is provident fund. Similarly, there is another retirement benefit, that is gratuity. This says if an employee is working in your company with the employer for more than 5 years, okay, for 5 years or more than 5 years, then at the end of his service, at the termination of his service, he will get a lump sum amount from the employer as gratuity. So these are the retirement benefits which also includes in your salary. The next one is perquisite. When I'm talking about perquisite, it includes leave travel allowance. Again, leave travel allowance क्या होता है? कुछ कंपनीज होते हैं जो बोलते हैं कि 4 साल में आप कभी भी 2 बार कहीं घूमने जा सकते हो, और उसके जो भी एक्सपेंसेस होंगे वो कौन देगा? कंपनी. दैट इज लीव ट्रैवल अलाउंसेस. ठीक है. इसके साथ बहुत सारे छोटे मोटे पर्क्स होते हैं जो एक एम्प्लॉय को मिलता है. दैट आल्सो कम्स अंडर दिस perquisite. Again, one more thing which comes under perquisite is insurance premium. You might have heard कि बहुत सारे ऐसे कंपनीज हैं जो अपने एम्प्लॉयज का इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम भरते हैं. ठीक है. दैट इज अगेन a type of perquisite which is given to the employee. So these were the components of salary. Now let us see what is the life cycle planning. Let's talk about wealth creation and factors affecting wealth creation. Wealth creation is nothing but accumulation of assets over a long period of time, especially of those assets that generates income. The first point that affects the wealth creation is investor's objective. The investor's objective should not only to create more wealth, it should also be to protect the existing wealth and create wealth. Okay. The next point is knowledge of investor. This point says the investor should have good knowledge where he is investing, because he is the one who is going to take decision कि कहाँ कितना पैसा invest करना है, कब तक का पैसा invest करना है. So he should have proper knowledge of that. The next point is market crisis. This point says market is a fluctuating thing. ठीक है, बहुत fluctuate होता रहता है. तो ऐसे में an investor should find a good opportunity and create more wealth. Okay, the creation of wealth depends कि अगर market ऊपर जा रहा है तो he will find opportunities. But if the market is going down, he might not find any opportunity to create wealth. Okay. The next one is economic outlook. Again, this is similar to market crisis. If the economy of a country is performing good, then the investor may find many opportunities to invest and to create more wealth. But if it is not, then he might not find any opportunity. The next one is inflation rate. Inflation is nothing but rise in price of essential goods and services. So, due to this, there can be an impact on wealth creation. For example, if the inflation rate rises, then the real rate of return of investors' wealth will also be affected. And this is one of the reasons for why the wealth creation may affect. The next reason is interest rate. If an investor gets high rate of returns, high rate of interest on investment, then obviously he will invest more, and vice versa. If he gets a lower rate of interest, he will invest less. So interest rate is also an factor that affect wealth creation. So these were the factors affecting wealth creation. Now let us see life cycle planning. This can be done in 4 stages. The first one is pre-work or beginning stage, where an individual have just started earning and is financially independent. The next stage is the early working years, where an individual's age is from 25 to 45. For example, you guys, okay? This stage is basically you after 10 years or 5 years, okay? What all things you will face, okay? This age group people, individuals basically focus on their career's development, how their career can be developed, and they also involve by providing support to the family, okay, and managing burdens. For example, अगर घर पे कभी लोन लिया है तो वो लोन रीपेमेंट के लिए ये एज ग्रुप जो होते हैं वो हेल्प करता है, ठीक है. एंड अगेन saving for retirement is best thing to do at this age, okay? The early 30s and the late 20s are the best age to start saving for your retirement as well. So this is the early working years. The next stage is the later working years, where an individual's age is from 45 to 65. Basically, in this group, we are talking about your parents, okay? So what all things they do? They mainly focus on making their child financially independent. They also take care of their parents, ठीक है. तो ये सब जो खर्चे होते हैं, ये सब की प्लानिंग होती है इसमें, okay? And they also have to make sure that they are saving a part of their income for their retirement, because soon they will get retired, they need money, so उसके लिए भी saving ये age में किया जाता है, okay? The next one is after work ends, the last stage after work ends, where an individual's age is 65 or above, okay? So this is that stage when an individual have to decide when to stop working, okay? जितने ज़्यादा साल आप काम करोगे obviously उतना ज़्यादा आप सेव करोगे पैसा, ठीक है. तो कब आपको रिटायर होना है ये एज ग्रुप में डिसाइड होता है। एज वेल एज द वेल्थ यू हैव, ठीक है, वो वेल्थ के बारे में भी आपको ये एज में सोचना है। इन दिस एज ग्रुप, ओके, इन दिस आफ्टर वर्क एंड स्टेज, here you don't plan for your future or you don't save money. Here you use your savings, you use your wealth and you also think कि wealth को कैसे manage करना है ताकि returns आते रहे मुझे. Okay, so these were the stages through which life cycle is planned. Okay, now let us see why retirement planning is important. The first point is people are living longer. Yes, the life expectancy of an individual is increasing day by day. Why? Because of better healthcare and medical facilities. Okay, the mortality rate have been reduced. Okay, so as people are living longer, they have to plan their retirement so that till the time they are alive, they have money with them. Okay, the next point is inflation destroys power of money. Inflation is nothing but a rise in price of essential goods and services. Or I can say inflation reduces the purchasing power of an individual. Okay, for example, 10 years back at 10 rupees I can have a vada pav. At present vada pav will cost around 15 rupees. Okay, this is what परचेसिंग पावर चेंज हो गया कि पहले मैं 10 रुपए में एक वड़ा पाव ले सकती थी, आज वही वड़ा पाव खाने मुझे 15 रुपए देना पड़ता है। सिमिलरली, इफ टुडे आई एम सेविंग 10 लाख रुपीज in my retirement after 50 years, it won't matter that much. The purchasing power of that 10 lakh will be reduced. So I have to invest more, I have to save more for my retirement. The next one is job insecurity. As we all know, there is a lot of competition in market. Okay, your job is not secure. कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है. Best example, this pandemic. Okay, due to this pandemic, many of them have lost their jobs. Okay, their job was not secure. अभी अगर उन्होंने अपना रिटायरमेंट प्लान किया रहेगा तो उनके पास कुछ तो पैसा होगा. Yes. And if anyone have not planned and he doesn't have a job right now and they don't have any source of income, then it will be a problem for them. So retirement planning is very important for this as well. The next point is breakdown of joint family system. Nowadays people believe in double incomes or migrating to different cities for getting a good income, a good salary. Yeah, and this boosts the concept of nuclear family. Okay, and because of this, an individual have to make sure that he is financially independent during after his retirement, so that he or she is not dependent on someone for his needs. Okay, so these were the few points why retirement planning is important. Now let us see what are the steps involved in retirement planning or retirement evaluation. The first step is to determine your risk tolerance. This point says first you have to determine how much risk you can tolerate. अगर लॉस होता है तो कितना लॉस आप बेयर कर सकते हो, उतना ही रिस्क लेना है. ठीक है, so you have to define your risk tolerance level. The next step is to evaluate your package. This point says an investor must understand about the retirement plan offered by the employers towards pension scheme or any pension fund, how it works. Okay, there are few points which is to be considered. For example, employers contribution, ki how much percentage is your employer is contributing to your plan. Okay, the vesting schedule. I would like to take an example to explain you vesting schedule. For example, gratuity कब मिलता है? जब आप कंटिन्यूसली 5 साल के लिए काम करते हो तो कंपनी आपको जब एंड ऑफ द सर्विस आपको ग्रेचुइटी देता है. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू नो ऑल दिस, द वेस्टिंग शेड्यूल, द ग्रेचुइटी, so that you can avail the benefits of it if you are planning कि हाँ 4.5 साल हो गया, चलो मैं अभी कंपनी छोड़ के जाता हूँ, then you realize okay मुझे ग्रेजुएटी मिलेगा 5 साल बाद, so और 6 महीने मैं काम कर लेता हूँ. You stay back in the company. Okay, so this was vesting schedule. So there are many more points which is to be considered. Okay, so after evaluating your package, okay, the next point is to start early. Start early what? To saving. Okay, I'm talking about saving. जितने जल्दी आप saving करना चालू करोगे, ठीक है. For example, if I start saving from the age of 25, and I'm planning my retirement at the age of 55, तो मेरे पास इतने सारे साल है, मैं हर महीने अगर एक अमाउंट बचाती हूँ, सेव करती हूँ, तो obviously at the end of my service I'll get a huge amount with myself, ठीक है. So I have to start early so that मुझे ज़्यादा पैसा मिले retirement के लिए. The next point is contribution. When I'm talking about contributing, yes, I am investing early with a small contribution. Like at the age of 23, I have started investing 2%. Okay, 2% of my income for my retirement. And as the time passes, as the year passes, I am increasing this percentage. पहले 2% सेव करती थी, अभी 3%, फिर 4%, फिर 5%. So that again it will sum up and give me a good amount of money at my retirement, which also gives a compounding effect. ठीक है, जो इंटरेस्ट पे इंटरेस्ट मिलना बोलते हैं, कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट, ठीक है, वो भी होता है when I contribute. ठीक है. The next one is diversify your portfolio. This point says you have to diversify your investment. The amount which you are investing should be diversified so that it reduces the risk and maximize the return. The next point is re-evaluate. Re-evaluate means आपको बार बार पीरियोडिक रिव्यू करना पड़ेगा आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के. आप जो पेंशन स्कीम ले रहे हो उसके बारे में आपको रिव्यू करना पड़ेगा. Again, the market conditions are different. Every day there is a different scenario. So you have to see where you are investing is safe or not. You have to also make sure that you periodically review yourself, your risk tolerance level. Why? Because at the age of 25, yes, I can take more risk. But at the age of 55, I won't be able to take that much risk. So I have to take decisions accordingly, and periodic review is compulsory. So these were the steps which is to be followed for retirement planning. In this chapter, we saw about retirement planning, we saw about salary and many more things. So hope you all understood this, and if you have any doubt, then please let us know. Thank you.